Hey, this is Phil Lilly. I'm going to show you a little bit about drifting here on Lake Taneycomo using night crawlers. The key in drifting anything on Lake Taneycomo is the weight. And today or this evening, they're running a half a unit, which if you notice the trees go by me behind me, um, the water's just barely moving and I'm just above Short Creek. So I position the boat in the middle of the lake. I don't want to get too close to the bluff because there's a lot of snags and trees over there. And I put on a really small split shot. And I've got it about 2 feet from a hook. That is a number 8 hook, I believe. And I'm going to put a night crawler on it. Okay, the way I put a night crawler on is I hook it one time about where the collar is. Then I break it off and let it hang off both sides. Don't have to hide the hook, fish don't care. I'll keep the tag in just in case I run out of worms, but usually I'll use the head first. Seems like they like the head of the worm better than the tail. Okay, when I throw it out, I'm going to throw it upstream towards the dam. I'll let that sink. The water in this area is about 7 to 9 foot deep. Basically what I want it to do is I want it to roll on the bottom, but I don't want it to catch on the bottom. I might have too much weight. We're moving so slow. Okay. Hey, when you get a bite, you don't want to set the hook immediately. You want him to kind of eat that a little bit, get the whole worm in his mouth to get the hook. So if you start to feel him tug at it, which I'm getting a bite here, wait just a little bit and then set the hook. Okay, now I can't see the hook. Immediately it's down in his throat. So what I'm going to do is cut the line. Preferably not even touch the fish, but cut the line if I want to throw him back. That hook will dissolve in his mouth and less likely to kill the fish. If you were to try to yank it out, you're going to injure the fish and probably kill the fish. So I can feel it rolling on the bottom just slightly, and that's what I want. With this slow a current, it's not going to be much. If it catches too much, then I need to put on a different weight, a smaller weight. You can see the rod tips just barely moving. Actually, that's probably me shaking more than the bottom causing that rod tip to move. Bite will feel a lot different than the bottom, like that right there. I didn't hook him in the lips, so I can turn and flip him off without hurting him. Now I talk a lot about injecting air in the night crawler. In this case, I really don't need to because the worm's moving. But sometimes I'll put most of the time, a white gulp egg, slide it up on the hook, put the worm on, and then slide the egg back down on top of the worm. That floats it off the bottom. It really wouldn't hurt to inject the worm with air and make it float. Be fine. But this works just as good. That's a mess. There's a bite. Let him have it a little bit more. Oh, he's really playing with it. I almost set the hook on him. Some people might think that I shouldn't let him run this long, but he keeps dropping it. I can tell. He's picking it up and dropping it. Just like that, see? Amazing how they can take your bait after that long. Biting at it, they didn't need it. They pick that up and they spit it out. They pick it up and they shake it, pick it up and start to run. And they drop it again. If you get frustrated with drifting night crawlers, and I have people that really get frustrated because they miss a lot, I tell them they have to beat my record before they really get mad, and that's 19 in a row. That's only 3 in a row tonight. But it is 3-2. Fisher ahead. There he goes. There, I got him that time. There he goes. I got him. Smallest one of the night. Still good eating size. And he didn't take it deep at all. He's actually on top of his head. Crazy fish. I hope that helps. Kind of get the idea of the importance of the weight in conjunction with the speed of the water. The slower the water, the less weight you want. If it's running pretty fast, you need more weight to get to the bottom. It's very important to have the right amount of weight when you're drifting Lake Taneycomo. Thanks.